there, and welcome to Heather McDermott Jewellery in Callander. We are currently in my shop here in the beautiful town of Callander, where I make and sell my own jewellery alongside hand-picked other Scottish makers I've met throughout my many years of business. I thought today would be a great day to do an introduction to some of my more unusual materials that I use within my jewellery. This is specifically looking at stainless steel. I first started using stainless steel in 2011 in during my masters at Edinburgh College of Art. This is where I was first introduced to it as a material that could be used for making jewellery other than just using it as for brooch pins, which is something that obviously as a jeweller you become sort of quite accustomed to. And it was really the exploration of this material that I thought, actually, this is something that I really enjoy using. It's sculptural, it's lightweight, and it's a really lovely material to then combine with colour. It really took me quite a while to find my feet with it and how I wanted to use it, but once I sort of found my reference and my point of reference, which was the inspiration of my island home, the Isle of Skye, and the beach, and the different colours that you find in the landscape there, I really found my feet with it and created a collection in 2013, which I still to this day make pieces from. So it's set me in good stead, and it's definitely a collection that I feel really free with. I think that's just one of the joys of using sometimes a non-precious material, is that you don't feel that pressure to necessarily make something. So I've done a lot of testing in this material, which is always really valuable to know what its limits are, and also just to see what exciting things you can make coming off the bench. So I'm going to introduce you to some of my favourite pieces, but also looking specifically at colour. I've used colour throughout my work since college really, and I love a sort of vibrant pop of it to sit within my collections. So I first used to use enamel and then powder coating, and now I use this industrial paint on the stainless steel shapes, and it gives this really lovely vibrant colour. So I'm going to show you some of my favourite colours. I've now got 11 in the collection. These are the small boy studs, which I've been making since 2013. They're an oldie but a goodie, and definitely something that I will continue to make because they are so easy to wear, so lightweight, and then you get this really lovely signature distressed look, which I do across the collections. So the orange is significant as well because it's actually my branding colour, all inspired by the buoys or buoys that you find scattered along the shorelines of Skye, and really anywhere where there is a coast you'll always see a buoy. Either it's washed up or it's sitting there with a creel underneath somewhere. Yeah, these are my favourite colour, and they just look fab with, you know, navy with block colours. It's just that lovely pop. So these earrings, like I said, have been in my collection for a while. Another one that I love is this creole green colour. So again, inspired by the creoles you find on the shorelines, and it's specifically the rope colour that they're roped up with. This is like lovely, not turquoise, but it's on that sort of spectrum. And these are the small washer studs, which again are one of my signature pieces from this collection. And they just are super easy to wear, and I do love having this negative space in the middle there. Another colour that I'm always really drawn to is blue. This has actually been one of the original colours. I started off with 3, and it was yellow, this blue, and a sort of very soft teal colour, which is a bit softer than the creole green. And I love this colour. This is the colour that I associate when it's a beautiful clear day on Skye in May or June, and which does happen, and it reflects off the sea, and it is just the most glorious cobalt blue. So these have been introduced sort of more in the last few years. These are the double washer earrings. I love using the stainless steel colour, original colour, alongside the the colours I use as well. It's just a lovely sort of contemporary base for all of the pieces. So this is this piece here. And again, one of the things I love about using steel is the affordability of it. So this is very much my entry level range. Prices sort of start for earrings from £45. So really reasonable, really great for gifts as well. And if you've got anybody that loves colour in your life, that's always a good one. So that's really the story behind the colour. I will always use colour within my work, and I think it's definitely the thing that people are most drawn to when they come into the shop as well, to see colour within jewellery. I'm going to, in my next video, show you some of the more sculptural pieces that I use stainless steel in, which is more about the wire and how I use that in necklaces and throughout the collection as well. So thanks so much, and stay tuned for some more videos about the stories behind my jewellery.